So we got the star of the show here. Smart Chick Cyclone. The Cyclone's coming through. So I got some colt starting stuff here that I just seen. I've never done any of this stuff I'm going to do with her. And I don't do any of this to get her, because colt starting. I've never done any of this with her before, but the theory is you put these on there and they flap around and it gets them used to you. And so I'm like, let's see where my horse is at if she's ready to get on. I think she's good. So we got that on there. So what I would do if I'm starting a horse, she's already started, I would do stuff like this to check. Not to fix, but to check. And then we got these things on there. We got these things. We got some pool noodles where, I don't know. I guess I could, she's worried about this. She's worried about the pool noodle. Let me get her out here. Let me, you know what I need to do? I need to get all this stuff out here so I'm not, so I can reach it. Cause I'm about ready to put on a little colt starting show for you. You know, how I do stuff. How stuff's already done, I'm saying. Like how you would check your work. I've never done anything I'm doing with her before. So I don't know how this is gonna go. But I'm already riding her. So, I wasn't planning on doing this. I just seen all this stuff there and I'm like, I wanted to walk her over a tarp to show you guys how I do that. Here's a pool noodle. Where I don't know how to put this on her so it's not, the string's a little long, but that works pretty good. I'm just hanging stuff on her. I'm just trying to figure out how they do this with stuff. I don't know what they use it for. I don't know what they're doing with it. I'm just doing stuff. So I'm colt starting my horse. Checking stuff before I get it loaded up to make sure, you know, I don't want to put this on there and not be able to get it off if she gets too worried. Because I don't want a horse to have to get through something. If they're worried, I want to take the pressure off and work to where it starts bothering them. I don't want it hooked to them so that they can't get away from it and have to go over too much for the horse, is what I'm saying. So this is where she's at without doing any of this stuff with her. I don't like this because it could get around her foot, but that's better. So, and I don't know what this stuff's for. I just seen it laying around the barn, and here's a plastic bag to sack them out with. You know how you sack a horse out. And so I've never done any of this before. I don't do any of this because when you get the mind right, this is already done, which I can brag and talk crap now because it is done. And I'm just showing you that it's done. I didn't know if it was done. I didn't know. I had no idea. So I'm going to use this for like a tarp type thing and see if I can get her to go over it. So she's not worried about it at all. She's trying to eat it. See if she'll step on it. So that's where I didn't know. That's right on video. I didn't know how this was going to go. I'm really impressed with my work because you couldn't do any of this stuff with her before I started riding her. But I guess what I wanted to do is just show you that if you have everything done right, then when you do this stuff's a way to check to see where your horse is at mentally. And we're good. There ain't really nothing to do. So I'm done. And I would never hook anything to a horse like I did with all this stuff, so that if the horse got worried, I couldn't get it off her. Because I would want to see where it gets worried and then build the relaxation from wherever it starts getting worried, and then build it up, build the confidence of the horse up. So that's where my horse is at. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time trotting her around and doing stuff. We're way past that. I'm way past all that with her. I just wanted to show you, I wanted to show you, and I wanted to know how good a job I did. Because I didn't know. How could I know? I'd never done it before. I didn't do all that stuff to get her ready. And I'm not saying not to do that. I'm just saying I don't. I'm not a colt starter that uses things that doesn't really work. I don't know how to explain it. They just do it when you get them right in the head. I had this one horse. I had done so much groundwork. Chick, come out. The same thing, different day. I've always been super careful with her. I don't hit her teeth. She's very, very careful. I get it pulled in there like that, and I make sure I got it in her mouth so it's not falling out. And so, like, when she's doing all this stuff, I have the bit up in her mouth to where she can't knock her teeth on it. And I just do the same thing every day just a little bit of a drama queen. I don't worry about that stuff too much. It'll go away. Her mom, I'm not worried. The only thing I do when I bridle her is make sure I don't hit her teeth, so I don't create a problem that I already have a problem. But so that's and her stepping on that. I don't know. I don't have a tarp, but I want to put a tarp down because I don't know as if she'd walk over the tarp or not. But that was kind of like a plastic bag on the ground, and she stepped on it. But she's in no way, shape, or form a trail horse, okay? Don't get an illusion going in your head thinking, oh, you got a good horse. Yeah, now, after I got 100 hours into her, or however many hours I got some time into her to get this stuff, to get her like she is so that I don't die. Come on. We're on the internet. You're on YouTube. Come on. Get over here. You got to yell at him. Come on. She's going to do it. 100%. So I could tell. I'm being able to read her pretty good now. Come on. How good is she going to be? Get over here. Chick, I'm going to knock you out. Come on. Now this is pretty good for her. Not one more step. Whoa. That's not it. I can't reach. I can't reach to it. Chick, I can't reach. I'm going to have to help her. She's looking at something over there. But this is where I'm like, it's good enough. I could make this perfect. But it's good enough. It just, I don't know why I do that. Chick, you're going to get in trouble. I don't know why I do it like this, because she likes to get in trouble. So this horse, you want to get in trouble? We're on YouTube. She's falling asleep. I'm telling you, you're in trouble. That's it. You're done. You're in trouble. You're in lots of trouble. Get over here before you get more. You're going to get in more trouble. Get over here. Get over here. You're going to get your. Now she's really getting in trouble. You're going to get in a lot of trouble. You're already in trouble. Get over here. Why do I do this? Why do I do it like this? I don't know. So I don't look so great on the internet. You're in trouble. Now get up here. Get up here. Oh, I'm telling you what. This is perfect. Now I can show you guys. Get over here. The stupid thing always gets caught up now. Get up here. I need to ride. Ho. Now, even if I did teach her to do this, it would still take me probably a week to do this, and I can do it in 10 minutes with normal horses. It literally takes 10 minutes to teach a horse to do this. With normal horses, and with her, I just ain't gonna worry about it. It gives me a chance to just work with her a little bit before I get on her. But that's colt starting. All the stuff that you see me do with her is the stuff people do. And I never did any of it. The day I saddled her, I didn't use the saddle for her to get used to the saddle. I waited till the day when she was right mentally, and then I put the saddle on her. Did I know how it was going to go? Never know. I didn't know how that was going to go. But I'd hate to have something hooked to my horse where they try to buck it off and come unglued and couldn't get away from it. I would just never want that to be, I would never want to do that to a horse. Does it work? Yeah, it works. People do it because, why? Because they don't know how to do it any other way. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that it's not that easy to figure out how to get a horse mentally right to put plastic bags on them. I had the one horse I was doing groundwork with, and they call it a cowboy curtain, where there's a bunch of little strips of plastic that hang down, and you ride, and the horse goes through it. Okay, it's really hard to get a horse to do it. I had that horse going so good that I did way better freestyle lunging, not freestyle, Liberty groundwork with it better than I got on her. And I was doing Liberty groundwork with it, and there was a cowboy curtain set up, and I sent the horse through it. It never seen one before, and it just went through it like it wasn't even there. And because of where the horse was at mentally. Is it easy to do? No. Otherwise, everybody would do it that way. And that horse, I could have done shows on Liberty groundwork with that horse. I mean, it was good. But I spent a lot of time with it because of the horse's mind was, it was a very good-minded horse, but it also took it needed a lot of help with things. And so I just had to spend a little more time with it to help it, relax and just teach it how to be, just so it didn't have to get worried about stuff. It takes time to do that with some horses. And with my horse, this one I'm on, I didn't really have to teach her to get, I don't know how to explain it. She likes to jump around. I mean, she just likes to jump around. When she's out in the field on her own time, she throws her head and bucks and jumps and runs full speed. And that's just her personality. And so getting her to not be reactive when I'm working with her, I noticed that she's normal reactive horse. But I noticed that she would jump. Well, I did that short video I talk about all the time about the first day I brought her here, and how I asked her to lope, and she loped. I asked her to turn and face me, and she did. And through all that, she was standing up bucking and stewing. She wasn't reacting. So I'm like, oh, she's just doing that because it's her personality, and she just wants to move. And so that made that a struggle for me to figure out. And then, so I've learned a lot from this horse as far as, being able to trust my work, one. Ooh, man, she's dialed in. I just watch this. Now, so she stopped quick, but she don't have that automatic backup on there. She does, have it a little bit, but it's still got to be worked on. But man, yesterday I really got her good. I didn't do a lot of work with her yesterday, but I did some things that, you can see it today. Well, the elevator came up. She threw her head a little bit right there too. That kind of stuff with her, I kind of ignore it because after a while, when I start getting a hold of her and stuff, I can teach her how to do stuff without doing that. But mainly you add pressure to them, and then that's how you test your work. Now, somebody that's really good could ride her perfectly into a lope right now without that. They could just, and I have never been able to do it. I can do it with, if I help her with the reins and stuff and I warm her up and do all that stuff, but to just get her to do it without me helping her, it's hard. That was a lot better. And then once she's going, you can see this. She does that. That's how she lopes. And then she's just looking at stuff out of the arena. But when she comes around here, she's looking out there. And that's, whoa, dang, I got to learn how to ride better. I was trying to my neck hurts. And so I don't know, it wasn't hurting this morning, but when I start loping, my neck hurts. So I was trying to move trying to get situated for my neck, and I made her stop. So that's what that is. It's like when I start loping, it hurts my neck. So I was doing some handicap riding, like just doing that with my arm, it makes my neck hurt. How'd it get hurt? I don't know. It just started hurting. But anyway, just talking about stuff and how do you get your horse to neck rein? Just like this. That's how you get them to neck rein. They just do it. I'm gonna neck rein to the left now. How do you get them to neck rein? They just do it. And I touched her right there to get her to step over a little better. But what I did yesterday is why this is like this, which I didn't know it was going to be like this. How would I know? I didn't know till I got on her. So, but man, she's feeling good. I wonder if this thing's even working. Well, it looks, yep, I think we got some action. So what do you want me to teach you? Every position of the head that a horse has is a different mental state they're in. And they don't talk about none of that. Like where her head's at right now and the way she's moving and the way she's being, she's in a certain kind of mental spot. It's a certain thing where her brain is. It's not just a lowered head. They can have their head lowered like this and be in 3, 4, 5 different, I have 5 total different mental states a horse can be in with their head down like this. This one's I like it, okay. I like this one. I'm trying to neck rein her. Ooh, I like it. And I don't know. I mean, I get it so good, I don't know what to do. I mean, that's not a level 4 reining spin in any way, shape, or form, but man, do I love it. It could be a green reiner one, willingly guided. Now, what was all that? You got to go forward a little bit. She's too locked in. You got to make sure. All right, I got to get. She's too locked in. I got to frickin' get her unlocked. I got to get her unlocked. She got locked into that. So, okay, now we can start over. Had to get her unlocked. And she locks in to stuff, man. You got to be real careful neck reining her that you don't pull on that inside rein. Now, what the hell is that? I got to get a hold. She's making me look good here. So now I got to kind of get a hold of her and get her. She doesn't want to pay attention. There we go. That back end's spinning a lot. Well, for where she's at, that's pretty good. See that going to that trot with her head stay like that? That's what I'm talking about it going away. When I get her mind right, like it is now, I can, it's not a problem. And you just have to know what you're looking for to get that. So, trying to trot a small circle, which is, I don't know, this might be the first time I've done this good, this perfect. Oh yeah. So I'm just kind of dialing stuff in like that where it's like I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just doing something. But that little trot circle right there is about as perfect as I've ever done on any horse. ever. Generally, you want to kind of, and I don't know this, but what was that? See, now she goes right back to being dumb. But we're going to try and trot a little circle here. She's already got this. I can't even hardly get a circle on this going this way. She wants to go right into that spin. She wants to go right into it on this side. I'm just messing around with her, doing mental telepathy, mental wiring of the mind. I'm wiring her mind up to win. And then, so the little bit of information I have, once I do the little bit I'm doing, then when I give it to Bill Thomas Performance Horses, he'll be able to really, he won't have to work so hard, I hope. That's my hope, is that, you know, that he'll be happy with where her mind's at. And I mean, it's going to be work. You're not going to get away from doing some work to get her shoulders lifted up, get her around it, you know, getting her doing stuff. But I'm hoping that with where I get her, that it's less work than normal. So, and maybe I'll make things harder for him doing some stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just riding my horse, trying not to die. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get my horse mentally in a spot where she's going to be able to handle things. I've never took a coat off on her. And where she's at right now, I'm pretty confident. Oh, I can't take it off, but I wanted to try and take a coat off. But anyway, I'm not going to do it right now. But where she's at right now mentally, I'm about 100% sure I could take a coat off on her. When I got her mom when she was 2, I was riding her in an arena. I didn't know any of the stuff I know now. And I tried to take my coat off on her, and I couldn't do it. She lost her mind when I did it. And I'm riding her. You know, I'm riding a horse you can't take a coat off on. I don't recommend it. I think you should be able to take your coat off on a horse if you're riding it. But they have that in a trail class where you have to have a raincoat and you have to put it on and then take it off and put it on a thing. And it's like, yeah, I think you should be able to do that on a horse you're riding, but you'd be surprised how many horses can't do it. It's crazy. I don't know. I feel like the way where she's at mentally today, because of what I did yesterday, there's not a whole lot I couldn't do on her to a point, I think. I don't know. You don't know until you do it. You don't really know until, but I'm kind of done. I'm not doing a whole lot today with her. I need to come out here and ride her for a day, but she's getting real locked into my cues, like just walking her. Like she's not taking a step unless she's really, man, see, the thing is I'm getting too good for what I can do. I'm getting too good to be able to do, like I don't know what to do when it gets so, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm getting too good to do. I need coaching on what to do next, things to do next. I got her mind where I want it, but then it's like, okay, now what do I do? Lope a circle? I mean, yeah, but there's stuff I should do. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. But I just like where she's at mentally right now, so that's how I want to leave her. That's how I want to get off her. And then I love it. She's in a perfect spot mentally for the little bit of stuff that I did on her. And what I did yesterday, it's like, this is where I want to quit. Because I'm trying to win. the winning is the goal. It's like I'm not trying to, I mean, I'm trying to stay alive for sure, but I want her to win, and not just a little bit. Like, and it's not even so much to win, and I want her to do a willingly guided reining pattern. And I want you guys to see it, and then I want to, as Bill Thomas Performance Horses is doing it, I want to be able to show you what he's doing, and then you could watch other videos of level 4, any reining maneuver. And then you can either see somebody doing it as good or not. You could see the difference in what I'm talking about as far as willingly guided and how horses can be, they won't miss. They don't move. There's a cat right there, she's watching. But, I wanted to talk about this. The pulling down on the lead line to get their head to lower and pushing on their ears. How are you going to do that right now when you're sitting on their back? You think that was an accident? Like, I just started talking about it and she lowered her head. And that's the thing I'm talking about, of people teaching you how to do stuff by pushing on their ears and pulling on the lead line to get their head to go down. Why don't you get their head to go down by fixing their brain? Okay? If you can work on the brain, you can make the head go down without physically touching the head, because that's not how it works. Because how are you going to do it now? How are you going to make the head go down now? You're going to lean over and push on the ears? No. See, and that's why stay off the internet. Maybe you guys just watch my videos and pay attention. And when I talk, you listen. Do what I tell you to do. Bill Thomas Performance Horses taught me this. You take your finger, and when the horse's head comes up, all you got to do is just point down, and then the horse's head will go down. That's how you get a horse's head to go down. You don't have to pull on the lead line or push on their ears. You just go like that, and then their head goes down. Because that's how you do it. He never showed me how to do this. I just watched him do it one day, and because I understand the horse's mind, I can do this. And I lost that in some of the videos. You guys seen some of the little bit of the chaos where I lost that a little bit. But what I did yesterday, I got her back, and then what a little bit I did today, and that's how you get a horse's head to go down. You don't pull on the halter. You don't push on their ears. You listen to me tell you. This level of horsemanship that I'm talking about doesn't exist online anywhere. You're not going to learn it from anybody online. They don't understand it. Okay? So you're just going to have to deal with it, all right? I'm not trying to be like, sound like I know what I'm doing. But I think we can say this guy knows what he's doing. Does the horse's head stay down when you get off? I want my horse's head to stay like that when I get off. Okay? So I'm going to lock it in a little better. Now you lean forward on your horse. See what the head does. Listen to what I'm telling you. When you lean forward to get off the horse, that head should stay like that. I've seen a guy get not really bucked off, but the horse wasn't ready to get off. It was a new horse. He leaned forward, the horse got worried. So don't try and get off the horse yet. Okay, lean forward and get the horse used to this movement. Then take your foot out of the stirrup and see what happens when you lean forward and throw your leg over. And then Keep working on it. Keep working on it. Lean forward, foot out of the stirrup. Now, I pulled down on the lead line and pushed on her ears both at the same time to get that to happen. So lean forward, foot out of the stirrup. You gonna let me get off you? Now I just had to push on her ears. I had to push on her head and pull on the lead line to get her to do that again. How many times do I got to do this? Now, this is me talking crap on the internet. Hi, I'm over here. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Come on, let's show them how good you follow me. Let's teach them how to get a horse not to pull on the lead line. This is how you teach a horse to lead. See the lead line? You just pull on it. They lead. They just do it. She's gone. Oh, oh. Had to catch her. All right. That's me talking crap on the internet. Peace out.